What's going on? Welcome back to the M Brothers podcast. We are your hosts. I am Christian, and
Danny.
what is going on? I gotta say, it is fucking beautiful outside.
It is.
I wish it was a little hotter.
It's great. Actually, I don't. I wish it was a little cooler.
No, I wish it was a little
Yeah.
hotter. I want to sweat. Like, I want to feel the sweat feeling. I only felt it one day, and I was like, this feels good.
I think I wish it was a little cooler because I'm a fat piece of shit.
So you want to wear sweaters or something? You can wear a sweater play. You could be like back in the day when them emo kids will wear that same sweater all four
every day.
years. You remember in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just I prefer the cooler-ish weather. Nice mid 60s, kind of like bonfire weather.
Oh no,
you know?
that's at night though. You need to enjoy the hotness during the day, and then at night get the bonfire.
Maybe 70 with a cool breeze.
That's what it's been though.
That's kind of my preferred
Yeah.
thing. Little disclaimer here: if you guys see the bed in the corner, mind your fucking business.
Yeah. I was just clapping his cheeks. I'm just like, no.
I don't feel like putting
Hey,
it up,
fuck it.
putting it away.
Fuck him.
I just cleaned the room, and I just didn't feel like
Yeah.
doing
Thank
it.
you. Clean the room for me.
Yeah, it's a little cleaner, right?
Yeah.
Bed,
Set
the-
that dog shit over. No. You're like, wait, what? No, I'm just playing.
all the clothes from the desk is gone that I was
Your unfitted clothes.
Yeah.
I gotta give you more shirts.
they don't fit you no more either. Or what?
Well, I just need to get rid of some.
Yeah, today I was going to do like a deep clean. I was gonna clean out my closet again and see what I was gonna get rid of. I just didn't feel like it, honestly.
I feel you, dog. I feel you.
So I just cleaned up in here.
Yeah.
And I put up the little vision board that I got finally that I made.
The one with the Spartan stickers on
Yeah,
it?
and
Is
all
it
that.
stickers or is it?
They're just pictures that I printed out and glued on there.
Oh, okay. It's kind of gay, but what? No, just fucked up. I'm joking. That
up-
actually is pretty cool.
Put up the new medal. Right there.
Ah,
You see it?
yes, dude.
Yeah.
The new Spartan Race medal. Fuck you. That looks dope. How was the Spartan Race? So it was last week.
Yeah. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, which you should, I posted up some of the pictures from the race and stuff like that. First, let me just say that you know how before we used to get the pictures for free? You don't get that anymore.
No.
No.
Bastards.
You still get to look at the photos, but as where before, excuse me, they used to put up the pictures and used to have a tiny little watermark at the bottom.
Yeah.
Or throughout, just saying Spartan or whatever.
Yeah.
So you could download the pictures. Don't have the watermark. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Now you can still see your photos, but it's a huge fucking watermark that
It's a very noticeable
it's
one.
very noticeable. There's literally a cross across the photo, a white cross with the logo of the company that's now taking the photos.
Yeah.
Because they've outsourced their photos from somebody else now. So sure, if you want to screenshot those, if you want to do whatever you can, but it's just super annoying.
Yeah.
And, so now you got to pay like $30 if you want the photos, which it's not terrible, but still it's kind of a pain in the ass when you used to get them for free.
Yeah.
Like this thing's already expensive enough,
Yeah, that's true. But hey,
Um,
I feel you on that. I understand that.
so that's a little annoying thing there, but the race. So how in depth do you want me to go into this? You want to just get into it and see how long?
Let's just let you get into it, and I'll ask the questions, kind of thing. So first of all,
go ahead.
how long was it? As in,
So it was supposed to be a 5K. 5Ks
3.5 miles.
about, and with
About,
the
yeah.
Spartan race, it's always give or take a little bit. Most of the races that we've done have been like 3.6, 3.7,
I remember that.
3.8 at the most.
Which is it sounds like nothing, but
With
with
20
that.
obstacles and rivers and all
Yeah.
that, it's a lot. This one, I've had 3 different numbers from people because a lot of people had their watches on, smart watches on. One lady's the time or mileage said 4.35. Another's said 4.65. Another's was closer to like 4.8. I don't know where each one started their watch. I don't know any of that. So it was closer to 5 miles.
It was, yeah. You can
Then it was
basically throw it in that
to
category.
3.5 miles.
Damn.
Everybody was pissed.
Why?
Because like you expect it to be at most probably 4 miles, right?
Right.
And when they're tackling on almost an additional mile and a half after you're drained. Not that everybody was pissed, but we're just like, this is definitely more than 3.5 miles.
Right. Maybe it was that hill. That hill was at the end, right?
No, they
that
were
was
everywhere.
Not the end?
We had to do that 4 times.
Damn. I see people going slow, and I'm just like, damn.
In different portions of the map.
Yeah.
To do that. So that was one thing, but it was just one of those where it's just like we were expecting to, be done. We're like, we have to be more than 3 miles in.
Right.
And then we were, and then realizing that you still have over another mile to go before we're actually done.
Yeah.
It's a little annoying.
I still can't be. You're at a race. You're buying a ticket to race. Yes, I understand you expect a 3.5 miles or a little bit more, but you're doing a race that's called the Spartan Race.
But you don't know what we went through.
I'm just saying.
And I'm gonna get into what we went through, but because they were also doing, it was the trifecta weekend, which is all three races: the sprint, beast, and the super. And they did the beast in that morning. There was another guy that was doing the sprint with us because he was doing all three that weekend. And we were talking about like, this has to be more than 3.5 miles already. And some girl had her watch on. She was like, we're actually at like 3.8 at that point already. Yeah. And he chimed in. He was like, I just did the beast this morning, which was supposed to be a 10K or something like that. And let's say he said it was supposed to be 13 miles, he said.
Yeah.
It was 15 miles.
Damn.
So.
And then he had to do another.
And then he had to do
another 5.
Another 5.
Jesus.
So it was, the whole thing was very inconsistent.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining. I am complaining, but I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you guys know that if you guys decide to do something like this, just know it could be anywhere from 3 to possibly 5 miles.
It's not an actual 5K.
It's not an actual 5K.
And then you tack on all the fucking obstacles that we have to go through.
And it was 100% more than 20 obstacles.
More than 20 obstacles?
It was more than 20 obstacles.
So when you say more than 20 obstacles, do you mean they're actual, like, you have to do things?
I mean, there's more than 20 things you have to do.
Okay. Not like, okay, this is a hill. That's one obstacle.
I'm not talking about that. Like, there was a total of like 4 rivers that we had to cross, which is typically they count as an obstacle in most of the ones that we've done.
Yeah.
They didn't count some of these. They counted, I think, 1 as an obstacle because the one you had to climb out of it with a rope.
And then all the other ones you
were
just walk out.
Yeah, it was just to get to the other side, pretty much.
Nice. Well, this fuck. They said fuck.
It was a great experience. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was just like shit. Starting off, as we always do, you have to jump the wall to get to the start line. This one we had to go through barbed wire and then jump the wall to get to the start line.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Damn.
Which was fine. Whatever.
Okay. No. Oh, damn. Still shit.
But barbed wire from the jump.
Yeah.
6-foot wall jump. Then you're at the start line.
Yeah.
It's muddy as fuck.
Already at the barbed wire?
Already at the barbed wire. Super muddy. It's at a ski resort. So the whole thing is supposed to be ice.
Yeah.
There's no ice. Now it's just all mud.
Shit.
So you start off. And the funny thing is, like, I met this guy, Colt, over there while we were in line to check in. Excuse me. And he was supposed to race with his buddy, but they didn't coordinate. So his start time was at 12:30, and his friend's start time was at 12, and his friend was already, already started. So we get to talking and stuff like that.
He could have just waited for him. Shit.
So we get to talking. And he's like, you want to, start together? I'm like, yeah, let's do the thing. So we're chatting and we start and we run the first quarter mile together probably. And then we hit that first river, that first mud river that I sent you the video of.
Oh, okay.
And that thing stretched. It was like, I'm probably going to exaggerate a lot of these numbers, but it was probably the size of our block.
Damn.
You know, probably half the size of the block, but a lot.
A good chunk.
A good chunk.
Yeah.
It's about waist high. Thick mud at the bottom.
Damn, you could feel it that bad?
I could feel my shoe sliding off. And I'm like, no. So I'm just trying my hardest. And I'm glad I tied them tight as fuck before we even got to the thing. A handful of people lost their shoes right there already. Someone's like, I lost a shoe. You just hear that everywhere. Everyone's trying to like look for their shoe, but they can't find it. It's gone.
Yeah.
So I'm praying that I don't lose my shoe. I'm like putting my toes up as I'm trying to get it out, and doing the whole thing. Yeah. I lose Colt from there.
Damn, that you lost him?
I lost him.
You probably was fucking fishing for his shoe.
Never saw him again. And I keep looking over, and I still see him. In the river and stuff like that, because we went opposite directions. I thought this path was better. He thought that path was better. Whatever.
I guess he was wrong.
I guess he was right, probably. I don't know, or wrong. I don't know. Never saw him again.
There you go. He's in the water still over there.
And so many people lost their shoes just right there. We finally get out, and then from there, I think we hit like our first obstacle after that, which was, they were pretty standard. We hit the walls, we had the hurdles, we had like a clay, big ass, what is this shit called?
Like a rock climb thing?
No. What? Hay.
Hay?
Yeah. Big ass hay barrel that we had to jump over. It's like 6 feet tall. Just big round hay.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, I'm like, all right, the worst of this is over. Yeah. I'm thinking, we're running, we're getting to the first couple of things.
You're by yourself at that point.
I'm by myself, but making friends with everybody else. Everyone's just chatting it up and just having a good time. So I run into a couple other folks that we kind of like, we're talking in the river, and we're like, oh, come on, we got this. We get to the first wall, no problem. Other walls, no problem. 5-6 feet walls.
Yeah.
Standard stuff.
The easy stuff.
The easiest stuff, And then we get to the first hill, to the first climb. And each climb is about 1,000 feet. I could have sworn it was more. When I looked it up on the map, it said it was 1,000 feet.
Well, yeah. Oh, I'm like, why are there hills? The skiing.
The skiers,
people are skiing down.
All the slopes we had to pretty much go up. All the slopes.
Fuck. That's dope.
So you get up, finally get to the thing. We're leveled out now. We do things, and this is all out of order that I'm speaking because I can't really remember the order. We do the wall, we do the A-frame, we do a couple other walls. We got the the rope.
Yeah.
All that. And then you have to go down the slope. So you're walking, you're like fucking on your heels, trying not to bust your shit. Everybody's slipping.
Was it all muddy as shit?
It was all muddy. At a certain point, we were all just on our asses. Literally.
Damn, that bad?
That bad. I think I posted this one, but I will show you just right now, just so you get a little.
Wow. This sounds like fun. Yeah, I saw this one.
Yeah, but you see how a lot of people are just on their ass, just sliding down.
You just went far to the left, right?
That was only one section that my sister and MK got on video. I was on my ass.
Dude, that's a fucking slope right there. Then people are in the water on the left?
Yeah, that's all barbed wire on the left.
That's barbed wire? Yeah. I thought that was water.
No, that's all mud with water with barbed wire.
How long is it?
It's half the slope, so it's about 500 feet.
500 feet. So you're going to have to crawl 500 feet?
500 feet.
God damn. That's not to the start, right?
No.
That is just, that's its own obstacle?
That's its own obstacle. And then you have to go all the way up. You have to walk up another 500 feet.
Uh-huh. and then go down.
And then you do the like 2 obstacles up there again, and then you have to go back down again.
God damn.
And one of them is the sandbag carry, 60 pounds. You have to go not down that hill, but down a different hill and back up that hill again. There's a lot. We had the sandbag carries, the bucket carries. Both.
Damn, we usually only get one doing the 5K one.
We had the Atlas ball, 100 pounds.
The one where I broke my ankle.
Yeah. the spear throw, all the standard ones that we usually have.
So basically, the ones that we usually do, it's either that one or that one. They kind of just said, "Yeah, let's put them all together."
Well, we did both.
Yeah,
we did one earlier in the race, and then that one later on in the race. Most of the penalties were a lap. Fuck. And then some of them were.
All right, that was weird.
Yeah. Some of them were the burpees.
Yeah,
but most of them were a penalty lap.
Were they actually keeping track of the penalty things?
In most of them,
or were they doing like how they usually did, like, oh, go.
Kind of a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they weren't super. Were
basically, if you want to do it, go ahead.
Right.
But if you want to continue, then okay.
It's more like it's you.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, they they have the signs up. If you don't feel you're capable of this, just go on.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm telling you, this was pure hell. Like as we were all going up that slope.
Yeah.
You just see periods of time where people just sit down and just take a break.
Was it like I'm not trying to talk shit? Obviously, I'm not in greatest shape ever, but was it like the fit people actually just like, you know what?
Everybody. You see the people with the fucking 8-packs and just like, you know what? I gotta take a beat.
Yeah.
And it was funny because it's one of those where it's like they're resting, you pass them up, then you rest, and then they pass you up, and then it's just constantly like that.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just build that rapport where you're just like, with the time that they pass you up, you're chatting, and then they stop, and you're like passing them up, and you're talking again, and like it's such a mental game with this specific race. Ankles, knees, shins, calves, everything's on fire because most of the time, you're going up or downhill. You're trying not to fall.
Right.
There's nothing to break your fall besides just going down.
Yeah. Better grab a fucking chunk of mud as you're
what
falling
I was
down.
doing was like as we were sliding down, like there's a bunch of like grass and like weeds. So as we're going down, I'm like grabbing on them to slow me down because there's no way to slow down.
You were not going that fast.
We were going fast. I swear.
Get the fuck out of here. That sounds so much fun.
At one point, I'm like coming in hot. And he's like, fuck it, just hit me. And I smashed into him and he started going.
Damn, that fucking
fast.
That must have been like that slope. Like, I'm pretty sure the slopes were different, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when you guys were sliding down, those are like the advanced.
They were
ski
steep.
Slopes.
They were very steep.
Damn.
At some points,
that was like the black diamond on the fucking.
At some points, we had to be on all fours when we were going up, because like it was just too much to be standing upright. You could do it obviously, but it was just like a lot. You're like your fucking legs were pretty much all the way up, trying to like balance. So a lot of the times we were on all fours.
God damn.
It was a lot, dude. Like, seriously. And you're never clean. Like, we get muddy. We go in the river. We get cleaned. Back into the mud again. And just like, boom, boom, back and forth. We hit the dunk wall, too. With
where you have to go under?
You go under the wall.
Under the water? Yeah. You have to go under the water, under the wall.
Yeah. Had that. Muddiest water ever. It was funny
because people were getting clean in that shit.
Somebody made a joke from is it Shawshank where the dude escapes from prison through the sewer.
Yeah,
and you know how I think it's Morgan Freeman's character. He's like Andy Dufresne had to walk through crawl through 500 feet of mud and shit or whatever. Yeah. He said like the quote as we were like going through the shit. So it was just like it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, honestly. And I think that if it wasn't for for the community that's there, you know, and like my sister and MK being there, like I would have quit.
Yeah.
I honestly think I would have quit.
Damn.
It was just that taxing
Yeah.
that the whole thing was just a mental game after like the first mile.
Damn. Well, you finished it, bro.
Yeah. It was the hardest thing.
Congratulations. You fucking finished it.
My fucking knees are on fire. That's why I'm like, I was telling, well, I would think I was telling this to them. I was like, I don't think Christian would have finished it. I think his knees would have gave out.
Yeah. My knee would have just
I think
probably
it would have just been done, you know? And it
I would have probably finished it. I would have been, I would have told Diana you single momming it tomorrow because I am not walking.
I don't doubt that you would have had the mental fortitude to finish it. But I feel like a part of you would have been like, you know what? I think it's smarter for me to just stop.
Yeah, I would. I agree with you, but once I like basically, I think I broke my ankle. I think I did a hairline fracture on my ankle when I did fall with when I fell with the 100-pound ball.
Yeah,
the 100-pound rock in my hand. I think I did fuck it up, and I still was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna keep on going."
Right.
And I think that's why I would, just because.
Now, I agree. But with that one, there was nowhere for you to quit.
Yeah.
You had to either call, like they had to call the people to take you out, like we saw.
Yeah.
Remember with
the girl?
With the girl.
Yeah.
They had to call like the the medic or whatever to go and drive her out of there.
Yeah.
This one, a lot of the times you're back almost where you start.
Oh, shit.
So I think that's something that probably would have been like, you know what? I'm already here.
Why am I going to keep on going?
Why am I going to keep on going?
Yeah.
I've already made it to pretty much here where I'm going to finish.
Yeah.
My family's right there. I could just fucking go with them, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going to go with the cheapness, the heart that I got.
Yeah.
And the slogan or the phrase of "Mama didn't raise no bitch," that I would have kept on going. Like I said, the next day, future Chris would have to deal with that. The Chris now and there, right there.
You think you would have?
I would have kept on going.
I mean, I hope so. I would hope so. But I wouldn't have blamed you if you didn't. Honestly.
You're like, can I go too?
There was somebody. There was like, because it was at a ski resort, so they were able to go on the
lifts.
The lifts,
yeah.
You know, and meet you at a lot of different spots, which was cool. And I think that Diana would have really liked this one because she would have been able to go to more spots as opposed to like the last ones where she just has to stay in one spot.
The next one that you sent, that's also a ski resort. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm down to do it. There's no more birthdays that I have to go with.
Right.
So I'm down to do it. I'm down to see if I can do it.
Yeah.
If you're willing to go again.
I'm down to do it. So I think that one, you know, those are pretty nice because they get to see more of it, kind of.
Yeah.
You know?
That's nice.
There was this little girl on one of them, and she's like, "You got this, Daddy." And everyone just like, "You better fucking...
You gotta go. Like, you gotta win this.
Yeah. And then when we got to the top of the hill, I'm not sure if it was the same daughter, but she's up there with her mother, and you know the husband's walking up the hill.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Come on, Daddy, you got this." Mm-hmm. And then she's like, "You made it. Are you tired?" I wanted so hard to say, "What the fuck do you think?"
It's a kid. Jesus.
Like, is he tired? What kind of stupid ass question is that?
So wrong with you. She's a child.
Because he was there, like, fucking practically hyperventilating and shit. And I was like, what the fuck do you think he is? Like,
look at him, he's dying.
But it was great. There was a lot of kids doing it, which I think they fucking lied about their age because there was like a girl. I think you have to be at least 13 to do it, or maybe older. There was a 12-year-old boy that was doing it. We knew he was 12 because, like, he stopped. We were doing the sandbag carry, and he was resting for a good period of time. And we were all resting, too. And the mom's trying to encourage him, and we're all trying to encourage him. he puts, she puts the sandbag back on his back. And we're like, come on, like, you got this, you got this. We all get up and we start walking. And she's like, he's only 12. We lied about his age.
Damn.
So we're like, bro, you go. You got this shit.
You already got him here. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
A lot of people, I don't know if by choice or because they lost their shoes, were doing the shit barefoot.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't by choice.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't by choice, but
like probably after this, they lost one and one, and then the second
like,
one they just lost it, or they were like, "Well, I'm already uneven. Take off the second shoe and just fucking launched it or something." Here you go, water.
And there was even one where the snow and ice was still there, so they turned it into an obstacle. Like, it was one of the slopes we had to go down, just a small one. And there was a big patch of ice and snow, which was about the length of the room, probably a little bit more. And they put like the cables through it, so you had to pretty much crawl on your stomach and or your back or whatever and go through
so
the
they
ice.
would make you get cold.
They make you get cold.
Nice, fucking bastards.
And I was like, oh, this is gonna feel great.
Yeah.
It's
hot ice.
It's hot. And it was cold, but I was just like, it doesn't feel great. It's fucking cold. So you get through that, and the whole thing was just a whole fucking experience. It was great. It was challenging. It was difficult, hard, but it was great.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and everyone's like, whereas we're just casually talking, this was some first timers doing it as well for that specific location, and
walking or jogging at this point.
Everyone's walking at this point.
Oh, okay. So I wouldn't.
Well, we were doing this up the hill pretty much. So everyone's just walking. And, they're like, a lot of them were supposed to do it with other people, and they bailed, and they were like, I'm not doing this for next year. Then I was like, yeah, I was supposed to do it with my buddy, and he bailed on me too and stuff like that.
I didn't bail on you. First of all, fuck you. I didn't bail on you.
And they're like, oh, well, I guess you're not coming back next year. I'm like, fuck that. I'm bringing everybody that fucking didn't want to do it with me to this one next year. They're all doing this
everyone
shit.
dying.
But it was just a great time. It was a lot of fun.
Community. From what you're saying, the community, always the community that we've everywhere we've been. It's always been awesome.
Yeah, like there was one point I got up the hill, the third or fourth one. I just sat. I felt like Thanos after he snapped, and
the second time.
No. The time where he's on that planet, and just looking at the sunset.
Yeah, the second time when he's all burnt on the side of the face and shit.
Right there, just just looking at the universe, because the sun was right there too.
Yeah,
just looking at it, and then the other people are coming up as well, passing.
Get up, you pussy!
And then you just got one guy. As soon as he gets up, he extends his arm. He's like, "You're not done, brother. Get up." Let's go.
Jesus, you suck him off as you're doing that or something? Like Jesus Christ.
The that you hear, like, get up. Just like, let's go. It was hard. It was hard.
So you, like, those medals, obviously we all earned, but that one you really fucking earned.
You gotta earn that one. That's one you earn.
Nice.
Right there. And I only failed on, I want to say 2.5 obstacles of the 20, or
was it the climbing ones?
The rope, as we always do.
The rope climb?
Yeah, the rope climb. The second one was, the Z wall.
Okay.
I always pass those on all the other ones, but this time it was just like your forearms are done, your legs are done. And there's no time to get clean. So your shoes are full with like fucking inches of just mud. Hands are just soaked.
Nice.
I got through like half the wall and then I fell. I tried it like 3 times. I just could not. That final turn, like to get across that last part of the wall, I just kept falling there. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to take my lap. And then the other one was the 500 feet of the barbed wire. I crawled through half of it, kept getting, stabbed and shit.
Nice.
Got to one of the corners and I saw everyone like just getting out right there and just walking it. I was like, I can't. Fuck this. I'm getting out.
Was everyone doing that?
A lot of people were doing it.
Oh,
like
okay.
so many people, more than I thought would have been doing it.
Because that's 500 feet, bro.
And
That's like literally crawl. That's not even like bear crawling. That's crawling.
You're crawling, and it's all uphill, and there's big ass holes. It's not flat by any means.
Yeah.
Nowhere. It's all ditches and potholes, and all the holes are filled with water. And on the sides, they have snow machines that are throwing ice, which are making it even muddier.
So they had those machines on?
They had those machines on in certain parts of the course.
To make it harder, I guess. Damn.
I guess. And you just keep getting stabbed. One dude fucking ran into it and it hit him in the eye. And, it luckily, like, I only got, like, a couple little, nicks.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to walk the rest of the way. So, technically failed half of that.
Yeah. Should have just put World War II in your mind. Like, this is what they have to do.
And that was it. All the monkey bar stuff, I did it on my own. We also had the other one where it was the 3 rings, then the bar.
I saw that.
3 other
I
rings.
saw that in the picture. Yeah.
With that one took a lot of fucking...
You're like, that just took all my energy.
And that was the first one. The second one was the regular monkey bars.
Yeah.
Later, after your forearms are already done.
And
I'm like, I gotta do this.
Shit.
I can't not do it.
Yeah, but I thought I was tired. Fuck.
It was, and then had to drive 2.5 hours back to my sister's. I stayed there for about 45 minutes, and then I drove 2 hours back home.
Yeah.
With the fucked up hurting knee and hurting back, and
obviously showered at your sister's, right?
Just used the water hose at the place and changed.
Damn.
And then showered here when I got home.
Nice. That's disgusting.
I mean, I cleaned up enough.
Yeah.
Some of these people just don't give a fuck. They were in the middle of the room, just buck ass naked. I'm like, you must have a schlong or something, or you just don't care, because like my PP ain't doing that. Like,
especially like, I'm cold right now,
especially after a race.
Like, my balls are in my chest.
Like,
they ain't even in the stomach; they in the chest.
But I mean, no one's looking. But still, like, you could actually, like,
yeah,
just dead in the center of the room of the changing thing. I'm like,
fuck. Some people just don't care.
You don't even care. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't look at you, but you must got some schmeat on you or something. Like,
what the fuck? What's wrong with you?
But yeah, and then even in there, it's all muddy. Like, so you're inside the room. Changing? So you're trying so you're changing. So someone left their towel on the floor. And they just dipped. I cleaned myself off, got on top of their towel to make sure my feet didn't get muddier.
Yeah.
Threw my socks and shoes on. I was like, fuck it. Somebody else went in, I think, did the same thing.
I'm pretty sure they just started using that.
I left my socks on the floor. I was like, you know what?
The
compression socks? Yeah, I just like, nope. Just leave these bitches here.
They might as well have fucking put a garbage can in there.
It was... And there was a couple pregnant ladies doing it too.
Damn. They ain't pregnant no more.
Like, somebody was like, they saw that she was pregnant. We were at a water station. And she was doing it with them. I'm assuming it was her baby daddy or husband or whatever. You hear these 2 guys next to us, not even that far from them either. Like, damn, she's pregnant. They baby gonna come out, they said, slow, but in the other word.
Okay.
And I'm like, I looked at them, just like, dude, they're right there, like,
shit.
And they're not even being quiet about it. I'm just like, but you're not wrong, but come on.
I'm not. Hey, I don't know. I don't think so.
My only worry was that like
her slipping.
Her slipping.
Yeah. Like now knowing about the mud that you're telling me, I'm like, what if she slipped and just like a balloon, like a whoopee cushion, just it just flies out.
But I'm assuming she got through it.
Hoping.
But yeah, it was great. You know, got the medal. It was a good experience.
The medal does look dope.
Yeah,
I like the strap on it medal. Too. The lanyard around it.
Yeah,
lanyard looks dope too.
So
hopefully I could get one in July. Yeah. I'm hoping I could get one.
It was great.
Well, shit. That's why we didn't do one last week for that reason of you, and then for me, I was just laying pavers on the ground. Still didn't finish either.
As of right now, you're
still not done? As of right now, still not done. Like, I did all the dirt.
Yeah.
Got rid of all the dirt. I worked. So I started it Friday. I worked every day on it. I think except Thursday was the day I was like, all right, I'm coming home and I'm not going to work on it. But every day before that, all these hot days, I was out. As soon as I get home, literally in my work clothes, went outside, kept on doing more work. I didn't stop working till I would start work at 12:30 midnight, and then I would actually relax and finish at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because I was going from work to outside in the back.
Right.
And I was exhausted. I was like where I'm like sitting in, I'm playing with the baby, and Diana's just looking at me just like, do you want to go to sleep early? Like, you look exhausted. I'm like, no, I'm fine. She's like, your face just looks like you're done with the world. And I'm like, man, I'm tired, but man, I think, was it by Sunday when I was like, I'm like, I worked on it for a couple hours. I'm like, man, I'm beat already.
Yeah.
And even on Friday, I took Friday off last week, but it was one of those where I got home, watched the baby for a little bit until Diana got back home, and then went outside. I haven't slept yet at all that day. So I went from watching the baby, then went outside. Buddy Jason was helping me when we got the machine. I didn't stop actually working and showered till about 12:30 that night.
Damn.
So I was up for a full 24 hours. Just working the whole fucking day.
Damn.
Then Saturday, worked all day for, I think, till about 5. From the morning till about 5, did it all by myself. There was no one with me that time. I was trying to level it out, trying to move. I was moved all 50 of the bricks.
Slabs. Or
the pavers by myself. That was not fun at all. Didn't realize how fucking form and just destroys everything. And then Sunday, I did a little bit, and I sat in the room, and I'm just like, I just want to relax. I don't want to do nothing. Like, I'm gonna tell Danny I don't want to do this today. I'm like, I'm just too damn tired. I'm like, I'm hoping he's tired too. Then when you told me you're tired, I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I was dead. I was still willing to do it, but I was just, everything hurt up until like Thursday. You know, I bought icy hot patches. I bought like some knee warmer things.
Shit.
and not to mention, like, I don't know if you remember years ago, excuse me, the bottoms of my feet like hurt. It's called like plantar fasciitis or some shit. It came back, it flared back up right before the race too.
Oh, so shit. So it wasn't because of the race.
No, it wasn't because of the race. It was like the week before the race. So like, I was running with fucking pain in both of my leg and both of my feet, at the bottom of my feet and stuff like that.
Kept on inching its way up.
Yeah, and everything just fucking hurt. And I didn't take any time off. Like, I took Sunday off. I didn't do anything on Sunday. I went to church, but that was about it.
Praying that you felt better.
Yeah, right. It was a really good service. Like one of the guys, it was a different preacher that was there, and he was talking about like circumstances and like a lot of times we are like talking about like why are certain things happening? If God is so good, why do bad things keep happening and stuff like that? And a lot of the times it's hard to just trust in Him and believe that whatever happens, it's God's will, and He even if the plan seemed bad to us, it's for a reason or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was talking about that because his like they were they was trying to he and his wife were trying to get pregnant for years.
Mm-hmm.
And they were praying on it and praying on it and praying on it. Finally they got pregnant, so they felt so much joy, obviously, like, oh, God's answered our prayers.
Yeah.
We were praying for a boy, and that's the first thing that we got after so long of trying and stuff like that. And their son was recently diagnosed with cancer.
Damn.
Last year, I think it was. So, he was in that tough spot where it's like, why are you doing this to us? And and he's trying to find a way to go back to like just trusting that whatever the reason behind this is it's for a reason,
Yeah.
and stuff. So it was a really good service, because it was very heartfelt and just like personal to him and stuff like that. And then I'm like, you know what? This pain that I'm feeling isn't the worst thing that I could be going through.
Yeah.
And especially since it was my decision to fucking do the race, like,
it's pretty. It's weird and not shitty. I can't think of the word right now, but I don't know why shitty came to mind. But it's not shitty. It's just weird when you're thinking of a pain that you're like, okay, I'm feeling this pain, I'm feeling this way or whatever. But when you actually have to put like your 1000% protection on something else that you really, really care for, your pain is just like, fuck it. That's when you have to, like, that's when that other thing that you're caring for, who gives a fuck about you? You lose an arm, so is the other thing that you love so much, is their arm okay? Fine, fuck it, I'll lose the arm. It's weird. And then just like now hearing that, it sucks, obviously. Yeah. That's really, really terrible. But it's like, hopefully they could get through it.
Yeah, hopefully. I think it's been like a year, and he's going through whatever they're going through, and he didn't give us much updates on how he's doing, but it seems like he's in a better spot.
Yeah.
So hopefully pulls through and stuff. But nonetheless, it was good service. But did that. I think I went grocery shopping, cooked, just laid in bed the rest of the day.
Nice.
In pain. But I went to the gym on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and
I haven't gone to the gym all week.
And in pain, but I was still fucking.
That's good. Well, I don't know. I haven't gone to the gym all week at all.
No.
This week, nothing. I haven't touched the gym at all. But I have been outside. And since it has been 87, like 2 days ago, fucking 80, I just been out there working in the blazing hot sun, working my ass off. I'm dripping sweat. Every single shirt that I had was soaked basically, because it was just
it was hot.
Yeah, I just kept on going, dude. I was like, man, I kind of want to get this done. Me thinking like a fucking idiot that the party was next week.
Oh.
And then I'm like, man, it's fucking next week. I'm telling down. I'm like, man, it's fucking next week. I'm like, I just want to have everything ready.
She's like, invites or anything?
No, as in
no, but did you guys?
Yeah, we sent out the invites.
Thanks.
And
whatever.
You already knew. What the fuck? You don't need an invite. You just come over. But it was like, I'm just like, man. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, it's right there, right around the corner.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, it's in 2 weeks. I'm like, huh? She's like, it's in 2 weeks. You fucking liar. I looked. I'm like, damn. Well, I'm just gonna chillax today. But dude, it was a tiring.
The funny thing, I'm sure it sounded like a small project in your head,
dude.
And then when
when you
do
come and look at it, the yard got bigger. It got like it went from like a white normal standard porn star to like fucking dump truck dick to fucking backyard. Dude, I don't know what happened. As soon as we took up all the dirt, as soon as I cleaned it all up, I don't know what the fuck happened. I got 16 by 16 pavers, 50 of them. Did not even finish half of it.
Wow.
I'm probably gonna need another 100 pavers. I don't know what the fuck happened.
You're like, yeah, this will be like a $400, little project or something.
So, because I measured it out, I'm like, okay, so see, I'm like, okay, I'm getting 16 by 16. I'm like, this is about this feet. This is that feet. I'm like doing the math. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, I understand. I'm like, I'll have to buy maybe another 25 just to fill in a couple of spots. I'm like, okay, did the math wrong a little bit right there. Nope. Wrong.
Damn.
Gone. I don't know what the fuck. If I buy another 25, I could do half of it. Where I got my math from, I have no idea. I guess I went dyslexic or retarded or something. I don't know. But
yeah.
It was just, I'm way off on the pavers. Wow. But the work, it was a lot.
Yeah.
And then from me starting from Friday last week all the way to Wednesday this week, I'm like, man, and then working every day still, it's been a bitch.
I bet. Shit.
But it looks okay now. I still have to do a little more work on it, but yeah. But other than that, these AI gorillas are getting out of control too.
They are hilarious.
They are. I seen one where he was blogging he was like, all right, I'm about to we're about to fight these 100 guys right now. I'm like, let's see how this goes. I'll update you guys later. Next little video.
Yeah.
He's running away. I was seriously wrong about this. The first 20, they're on the t-shirt, but the other ones are really fucking crazy angry right now. I'll keep you guys updated. He's like, as he's running again, I got this 6-pack of beer. I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to see if we could call it truth in treating. The next video. Hey, it just made them more enraged. I don't understand why they're so angry now. I don't know what's going on.
These fucking videos are hilarious.
Yeah, they're funny.
But
there's the gorilla. I seen gorilla, Sasquatch.
Yeah.
The Yeti. And more fucking monkey ones.
Someone's doing the Big Les eclipse as like.
No way, really?
Yeah,
that's dope. I want to say I haven't seen those.
They're not as funny because nothing beats the original.
Right.
But they're pretty hilarious nonetheless.
AI is getting out of control.
Out of fucking control.
Out of control.
Love it though.
Yeah. So I've been I don't know. So I've been seeing this guy on Instagram. I can't feel like I wanted to remember him because I was like, I want to talk about him. I want to talk about him. He's funny. So what he does, he's a garbage man. On his lunch breaks, he eats a head of lettuce.
Okay.
And he has a ranch bottle, like let's say it's spicy jalapeno on the ranch bottle.
Yeah.
He'll put like avocado powder dressing thing inside and then make it spicy avocado ranch dressing.
Yeah.
And shake it up and shit like that. Squirt it on the
head of
lettuce. Bacon bits, take a bite. So it's like eating a chopped salad. And I'm like, that does not sound bad. I'm like,
I've seen a couple people do something like that similar. I've seen some people.
So
they probably got it from
people.
him.
Yeah, maybe. People are starting to get it from him. He like blew that shit up. And I'm like, man, I really want to try that shit. I haven't tried it yet. So I'm seeing if you're willing to try it next week on here.
I mean, I'll buy lettuce with something, but I'm not a huge fan of like dressings.
Yeah, me neither.
So I don't know what I'm gonna put on there.
I want to try. I kind of want to try the ranch. Like they have. I didn't know that they had like fucking 20 different kinds of ranch dressings. I don't eat ranch.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't.
So
either.
That's why I'm like, I kind of want to try this. I'm gonna do it with the bacon bits. I like bacon. Who doesn't?
I don't know.
You loser.
I'm not a fan. I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try it. I want to see if you want, like I said, to try next week. But he also does a drink. I forgot how he calls it too. So what he does is he grabs the Gatorade,
Okay.
grabs the Red Bull, opens the Red Bull after the Gatorade's half drunk, throws the whole Red Bull in there. Did it last week, and I'm about to do it right now.
Oh, is that why
Yeah.
you haven't opened your
Yeah.
thing
So
yet?
I did it
Okay.
last week. Holy shit, that was
Was it-
delicious.
yeah.
Fucking delicious. I don't know why no one ever thought of this. I don't know why. And I don't know why we haven't thought of this when we were going to the gym so many fucking
Yeah.
times. But yeah, dude, this guy's fucking hilarious. And then when he drops something or something falls, he does the Creed song. The "Oh my God."
Yeah.
He's just laying on the floor with lettuce around him. He's just dead. And then it goes back to him being normal.
You're gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah.
But dude, it is good. I don't know how or why it's good, but I got the Gatorade, Cool Blue, and the blueberry Red Bull. Like I said, I did it last week, and shit was delicious. Drink a little bit of the Gatorade, throw the Red Bull in there.
All right.
I suggest people try it. I'm going to go to the gym later because I've been missing the gym
Yeah.
like a lot. I don't know why. Like the whole sweating thing's cool and all, but I miss the pump.
Are you gonna want to do the race?
The race. I want to do it. I'm pretty sure I can. I already told Diana about it. But if you want to try it,
Live taste test.
live day test. Live. But yeah, I'm down to do the race because it sounds fun again, and race is just fun in general.
Yeah. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
You know,
What the fuck was that?
why does that kind of taste like Fruity Pebbles?
Blueberry and cool blue Gatorade. Obviously zero sugar because it get Red Bull.
It almost tastes like lavender. Like, I don't know. Well, you probably haven't had it, but there's a lavender matcha at Starbucks, and it kind of
Really?
tastes like that. Yeah.
Oh, I've never probably had it.
Pretty good.
I just tried the
The horchata one?
Yeah, the horchata
Yeah.
one. With the shot of espresso, the chata, what was it? Horchata shaken.
Oh, the
Oh.
shaken espresso. The oat milk shaken espresso.
Yeah.
or something? Yeah.
That shit is good. That oat milk.
There was-
Not the oat milk. Fucking retard.
Horchata.
The espresso shot.
Oh.
That should be hidden.
Throw some cinnamon in that bitch. Some cinnamon powder. Pretty good.
Oh, sorry.
You can ask for that.
Tell them to add cinnamon powder.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Speaking of coffee, me and MK went to get coffee earlier, and we tried out some just random not local, some random spot that she found. Family owned. It's in Munster. It's like 15 minutes from here. It's called Bean Me Up Roastery. Little family owned, Hispanic owned. Alien theme.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, bean me.
Yeah, like bean me up, you know?
Damn fine cup of coffee.
Really nice people. The owners were there. They're the ones that work there with their son and their as they said, soon to be daughter-in-law. And really nice. A lot of different unique styles of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And they roast the beans for who the fuck was it? Hold on. It's a beer thing. Three Floyds.
No way.
Yeah.
They roast it?
They roast the coffee for their beers and stuff like that.
Damn, so they're pretty big then, no?
They're small, but they're very popular. Apparently, they go to like a lot of farmers markets, and they're contracted out to go to a lot of fairs and stuff in the area. They said they've only been open for 3 years, but they've been popping off, you know. I guess there was like 3 competitors, and they had like a blind tasting. The Three Floyds did, and they won.
Nice.
And now they are. I don't know if they're the sole one or just one of the people that
probably
that
one.
they do it. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool place. I'll put a picture of this on the screen. If you guys like coffee, want to support like a small little business.
Yeah. How was the coffee though? Like, what'd you get?
I got a abuelita latte, like the hot chocolate.
No
La
way.
Abuelita.
Yeah.
They have like that. It's pretty damn good. I got an iced version. It's pretty good. Really smooth. Chocolatey. It's good. Smooth.
Cool. Yeah. Pop them off on the on our pad and shit.
They got the owner's wife, or who I guess would also be an owner. The owner, said that they do an abuelita cake.
No way.
Yeah, if you call and request it, she says, call a couple days in advance, and they make an abuelita like cake, like with the hot chocolate and stuff like that. So might have to order that, and maybe we'll try it on here.
Well, I was about to say, fuck that, I'll try it on here. Well, I'm willing to get that for Mia's birthday.
I don't know how big or
Yeah.
anything like that they do it. I don't know if it's a small cake. I don't know what the details are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they said they're trying to get little ones so that people could try or you could buy. But right now she's if you call the store and request one, they'll make it for you.
Nice.
You know?
Shit, I might have to give them a call because that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
I would not. Damn, how would that taste though?
I don't know.
How did the coffee taste though? Obviously you had the coffee.
Yeah, the coffee was good. It tasted like
But is it more like a chocolatey coffee thing?
It was and it wasn't at the same time.
It wasn't the traditional one.
Yeah, it wasn't like like how you have it
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
But it did have that kind of like smoothness and texture. I'm assuming they either just put like espresso in it or cold brew or something in it. But you could taste the chocolate and stuff like that.
Good shit.
So it's pretty good. Highly recommend if anyone's in the area and wants to try just a different coffee shop.
Yeah, it's like what, 15 minutes from here.
It's about 15 minutes from here. Yeah,
That's
not too far.
Yeah.
Before we end this podcast, Superman is gonna come out in less than a month.
Yes.
Marketing has been, I don't know if you've seen anything, but marketing has been amazing. They've done so many unique things, like on a lot of farms, they've put the Superman symbol into the grass.
Nice.
And like posted images and stuff like that under the Eiffel Tower. They've got things to show the Superman symbol. They've got like I think it was like in San Francisco or something like that over the bridge. They've got a drone show of doing the Superman logo and stuff in the sky and just a bunch of unique, interesting things, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know when you're seeing it. I'm seeing it early because I bought my tickets.
I'm gonna say, when are you gonna go? Like,
I'm going July 8th.
Uh-huh.
Which is 3 days before the movie comes out. There's still tickets available.
Okay.
For that date.
Yeah.
You guys have Amazon.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's Amazon Prime.
Only at AMC, right?
No, they have one at Marcus.
That's where you're going?
No, when I bought the tickets, so initially they said tickets drop at 9 a.m. California time, which would be 11 a.m. our time.
Right.
Woke up to take a piss, and I just hopped up online. Like, let me see if they're available. They were. It was like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I saw the text at 4 in the morning. I was like, why is motherfucker texting me? I'm like,
go on there. I log in, and at the time they only had the one ticket. They only had the one theater in our area for AMC in New Lenox. So I was like, fuck it, bought my ticket, checked out everything like that. I was the first person in that theater to buy the tickets. Went to bed happy, and then on the Fandango app, because they're partnered with Fandango to do it, at 11 a.m. they did drop. I'm assuming it was an error. Like, I'm assuming somebody fucked up. They were supposed to drop, at that time at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing somebody fucked up and they released early because so many people were like, what's going on? They were supposed to drop at this time and half of my theaters already sold out.
Holy shit.
And And then once they did drop them, I see, all the theaters in our area that are playing them. I'm like, fuck, our local market is playing in them and a bunch of other theaters. I could have got them closer to home, but whatever. I'm seeing it in IMAX at the AMC on July 8th. And the funny thing is, so Fantastic Four tickets went on sale like a week before the Superman tickets went on sale. And then that became the highest single day ticket pre-sale tickets.
Superman.
No.
Fantastic
Four for 2025.
Uh-huh.
So it's Fantastic Four pre-sale tickets sold more in that first day of dropping than any other movie this year.
Right.
Superman's tickets for the Amazon Prime exclusive beat out the Fantastic Four pre-sale tickets.
Just the Amazon Prime.
The Amazon Prime
Holy
one,
shit.
which we're only showing one showing in each theater, and a limited amount of theaters. There's about 10 theaters within a 50-mile radius of us that are playing the movie in one room only at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock everywhere. So I don't know the numbers, but let's say Fantastic Four was releasing in 3,500 theaters, right? And the Amazon Prime tickets were releasing in about 1,500. Those single day tickets beat out the Fantastic Four's wide release tickets. So a lot of people want to see this movie.
Damn.
I'm
hoping it's really good.
I'm hoping
it's good,
man. I've
look, man.
I've stopped watching stuff
Uh-huh.
because I want to go in there. I'm already excited for the movie. I've already seen enough. I don't need to see anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If a new trailer comes out, I don't watch it because I want that full experience when I go to the movies and watch it.
So, are you going in with high expectations, or are you going with?
I'm going.
Or are you going with the? I'm gonna enjoy this. If it sucks, I'm gonna be hurt. But if it's good, I'm gonna be very happy.
I'm going in with the highest of expectations, but I'm gonna leave them at the door. I'm going to walk into the movie just hoping I have a good time.
Yeah.
But as of now, my expectations couldn't be any higher. There's not a single movie that I'm more excited about to see than this movie.
Dang.
And if it sucks, I'm going to be very disappointed. Very disappointed. So I hope it's great, man. From everything that I've seen, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It looks super. I don't even know what to say. I just hope it's great.
I'm hoping it's good
because
I don't know, man. At the beginning you would see mixed things that the Superman movie's not going to be good. Superman movie's going to be good. And then at some point I just stopped hearing stuff because I'm just like, whatever. I'll see it when I see it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know what I don't know what to think of it anymore. Because people, like I said, people were dogging it.
I think it's just all the fucking haters that want Henry Cavill back or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, I couldn't be any more excited for this movie, and I fucking hope it's great, man. I really hope it's great because I'm gonna see it. I think it's the Tuesday.
Oh, it comes out Tuesday then. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Excuse me. I'm gonna see it Tuesday. I'm gonna see it Thursday. I'm gonna see it Friday. I'm gonna see it Saturday, and I'm gonna see it Sunday.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Did you already buy your ticket for all fucking 5 days?
No, but I'm going to.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna see it every day.
Don't
I saw Deadpool and Wolverine 3 times in movie theaters. I've got to see this one more times in movie theaters.
You have to see it. You're gonna see it more times in one fucking week.
I got to.
Wild.
So I hope it's great. Because if it's great and I love it, then I'm buying my tickets for the rest of the week.
And if it's not?
If it's not, then I'm probably going to kill myself.
Oh, shit.
Like, this is...
Do you think this movie is... It's either this... or it's either it's going to make DC or is it going to break it? Kind of thing?
I think it's a make or break thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it has to make a lot of money. I just think it has to be. I think that it just has to be great.
I think obviously it already made a lot. It's making a lot.
It's
of money.
making money.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like this doesn't have to be $1 billion film.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the first movie in a new franchise in a new universe with a whole new set of people. James Gunn and Warner Brothers and DC, aren't expecting this movie to make $1 billion. Do they want it to? Sure. Mm-hmm. But they're smarter than that, They know that they have a lot of people to win over from the disastrous DCEU, who I personally liked a lot of the movies, most of the movies, but it didn't work. And they know that they have to pretty much repair people's perception of DC.
Yeah.
So the movie just has to be great. And if it's great, then that will help the next movie and the next TV shows that are coming out.
Yeah. It'll help everything.
It'll help everything from there.
Yeah. It'll be basically a building block of everything to be better.
Right. If it's shit, then it's the same thing where it's like...
No, I don't think it'll be the same thing. If it's shit, I think superhero movies will be the thing of, it's just another superhero movie.
Yeah, like, oh, maybe this one will be good.
Yeah.
But, like, if it's not well received, it's going to put a big dent in what they were planning to do, Now, Supergirl's already filmed. Peacemaker's already done. The Lanterns is already pretty much done. So these things are going to come out,
Yeah, they're coming out, obviously.
So hopefully if, even if this one is received well, but not like, oh, the greatest thing ever, it would still do well. And hopefully if those projects are good and then Supergirl's good, excuse me, everything could just keep elevating from there, But, I don't know, like this, like, besides Tyler Hoechlin from Superman and Lois, he is like, if you've seen a bunch of the behind the scenes things and a bunch of the marketing, like this is Superman, what he's supposed to be. And I'm ready for that again, ready for a hopeful Superman, someone that's Superman.
Yeah. I'm ready for an actual Superman.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping he's like Henry Cavill was good. He was a good Superman. Not the best Clark Kent.
Yeah.
But he was a good
Man of
Superman.
Steel.
There you go. Man of Steel. It was something. He was good for something to give us, kind of thing. For
the
Superman ways. But having a Superman from like the Justice League cartoon or any of the Superman cartoons,
right?
It's like that's what I want. That's what I miss. The actual like this is an actual Superman character. Like, he belongs in the game. He belongs in a cartoon.
Right.
Henry Cavill, it was like you stay in that movie. Like, you're a movie person. Good.
Yeah. It was, I don't know. It was one of those where it's like in Superman and Lois, in one of the flashback scenes, kind of like I think it's in the beginning where he like saves the kid from the car and he's in that blue suit with the underwear. He gives the kid back his hat, He's like, cool costume. He's like, thanks, my mom made it. Like, Superman is like supposed to be such a approachable person.
Yeah.
And Henry Cavill's did not look like kids would want to go approach him.
Yeah. He was just a jacked fucking alien.
So, and if you see the videos where like where the kids are on set and like that, like it's like that is Superman. Like the kids are
For
like,
the new Superman.
yeah,
What's his name?
David Corn Sweat,
Corn Sweats.
something like that. And I'm just like, I hope it's great. I think he's gonna do a great job. I just hope the movie and James Gunn has not disappointed me personally.
I don't. There's what has he made?
He made all 3 Guardians.
Right.
He did the
Which
Suicide Squad.
Really good. I think the Guardian movies are phenomenal.
Yeah.
3 movies.
He did
the Suicide Squad.
Squad, which I personally enjoyed.
Yes.
He did Peacemaker.
Very fucking funny.
Again, I loved. He did. He wrote Dawn of the Dead, the one that Zack Snyder directed.
Okay.
The one where they're in the mall.
Yeah.
Know? He.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, I think he wrote and directed the Scooby-Doo 2.
That's a good one.
Which is a great movie. One of my favorites.
The live action, right?
Yeah, the live action.
Yeah.
Like the ones from back in the day.
Yeah.
Like the one where I think the second one, I think it's when they go to the island and they get the little fucking.
No, the first one is the island where they where Scrappy Doo is. He comes out of the chest of the guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Then becomes the big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first one. The second one is when all their past costume monsters, basically from the cartoons, they come to life because of some like poison, not poison, but like some kind of concoction that somebody did, and they all start coming to life, like the sailor, or, all those things.
But and he's done a bunch of other things, and I've liked and loved almost all of his.
Yeah, he's good. I said, he's good. Didn't he do? He did Creature Commandos, right?
He did,
which was good too.
So, and just I just hope it's great.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I think it's gonna be good. I feel like I can't even say I'm hoping for this because the tickets already kind of said, they already kind of spoke loud about how people are like, well, they're excited for this movie. Yeah. So people are not going in with the expectation of it's just another superhero movie.
I forget who did a poll of what's the most anticipated movie of the year, but Superman came out on top.
Yeah,
the number 1 most anticipated movie of the year, and it's projected to make about 150 to 180 million just in that opening weekend, which would be the highest opening weekend for any DC movie ever in history, and the highest of the year so far. So I hope it's good. I hope people turn out to see it, and I hope it's great.
Yeah, I don't think Fantastic Four is gonna do really, really great. It's probably gonna be a good movie, but it's not gonna be. They're not gonna it's not gonna hit from before Endgame numbers.
No, I don't think
because I think after Endgame they people are starting to be like, it's just another Marvel movie.
I think that it's gonna be So Captain America came out, right? Have you seen it yet? By the way,
no. I want to see it, but I keep on seeing things for random shit, and I'm just like, do I really want to see this guy fucking?
Well, I mean, it's on Disney Plus. So you might as well just throw it on, but that one was not good.
Yeah,
which caused Thunderbolts to be, like people were like, well, I don't want to go see the next Marvel movie. Then Thunderbolts was great.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to push people to be like, all right, well, let me see what the next one has to offer. So I think it's going to boost it a little bit.
But see, Thunderbolts didn't sell a lot though either.
It didn't, but it was well received.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. I didn't process that.
So I think that and, people saying how good it was, and I'm pretty sure when it drops on Disney Plus, it's probably going to be like the number 1 movie on Disney Plus, probably. And I think that's going to drive a lot of people to go out and watch.
Yeah.
More people than would have normally went to go watch Fantastic Four. That's true. So
Yeah.
I want both of them to do well.
Yeah, because this is right now. We like we said. I think 2-3 podcasts ago. This is these next couple years. It's just like a big superhero movie year.
Yeah.
Years.
So.
And I'm excited for these superhero movies.
Yeah.
Because these regular movies, it's sadly and kind of shitty to say, but it looks like they're just doing this. They're running out of things to shoot movie wise. So now these movies are starting to go to books, and it's either if the good books already been made, but from about movies or on movies, they are making them shows now, like Harry Potter.
Right.
It's like, yeah, they did Harry Potter. Harry Potter, all the movies are still a big hit. People been watching them for 10, 20, 15 years, whatever, how long they've been watching them. And now they're like, well, how do we make more money off of Harry Potter? The name Harry Potter. Yeah. Let's make a whole new thing. And that's what HBO is doing.
Did you ever go out and watch Lilo and Stitch?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah.
You seen it?
I saw it.
How was it? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All of the parts that they took from the original were really good. Mm-hmm. Everything that they tried to change didn't work for me, personally.
Yeah. I just don't like that they took away basically the villain of the fucking movie.
I didn't like that, but I didn't mind it because they made it work. So, like, in the original, in the beginning, he is, the person that's going after Stitch, right? Until they kind of decide that they...
So Gantus is in it?
No. Wait,
there you go.
No.
That's the main person.
What I'm saying. But, like, in the original one, it's, what the fuck are their names? The two aliens.
The one with the
one with the one eye and the other,
Peakley and Jumba.
Yeah. They are after Stitch in the beginning, right? For the first half of the movie or whatever. Right. Until they decide.
Are we talking about the original or the real?
Original.
The original is Gantus too.
No, I understand that. Yeah. But you know how they are.
Yeah, they're the ones that go follow him first. Yeah.
Exactly. Until, they decide that they want to not do that.
Yeah.
And then the other guy is the actual overhead person that's looking for him. I prefer that. But in this one, they kind of kept that where they are sent to go retrieve Stitch. Mm-hmm. It's just that, they never get to that point where, they decide that they want to,
Yeah, they just kind of
They just kind of kept him as the person that's going after him the entire movie. Mm-hmm. Which I guess for the movie works, but it didn't work for me, I don't know. The parts that hit like the ones that try to do the same as the animated version.
Yeah.
But the other parts don't. Like, they took out the ugly duckling story.
Oh.
They don't even reference that.
Yeah.
The part where where they're doing the dance.
The Elvis dance?
No, that's not in there.
Oh, well.
I think the song is in they dance, but it's not like how it is.
Yeah.
But no, the part where she's running late in the beginning, and she goes to her little recital, and then she beats the shit out of the girl.
Little girl.
All she does is push her in that one. I'm just like, I wanted to see you.
It's fucked up, but I like it. So what do they do? Was she late at the beginning?
She was still late at the beginning,
but they didn't do a dance thing or whatever.
They did the dance. But, how the other girl in the animated movie is teasing her, and then Lilo gets mad, jumps on top of her, and starts punching her. Instead of that happening, she just pushes her off the stage or something like that. And they're like, Lilo. And then that's it.
Yeah.
And
I'm pretty sure we'll see it when it comes out on Disney.
I'm surprised, honestly, that you guys didn't go.
It's not easy anymore.
No, I understand that, but I thought that would have been one of those where Diana really wanted to go. Or
yeah, she did, and then like I said, plans got in the way. Casino got in the way that weekend, I think. But like I said, I think when it comes out on Disney Plus, just like how Snow White's out on Disney Plus right now too.
Nobody watching that.
Ain't nobody watching. Did you see that she apologized a couple days before Snow White came out? Yeah. She's like, I'm sorry. I didn't like people were kind of misinterpreting what I was saying. Even though, God, she's so terrible. I'm sorry. At first, people were saying that it's not her fault. It's the people who made the movie and all this stuff. They just kind of, they kind of blamed her kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, no, she said a lot of this shit where she shouldn't have been saying. She kind of fucked it up.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not anybody else's fault. It's her mouth's fault.
But
now it's just,
yeah.
She got a big head. I didn't realize that. On Rogan, they were talking mad shit about her, that she has a big head and then her eyes are too far apart. I'm just like, damn. I'm like, that y'all so mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget. There was some other shit that I wanted to bring up, but I don't know. But yeah, hopefully the movie's good. And we'll see what happens. But you know what I realized though, before we end? Like, I went to go get a haircut obviously like 2 weeks ago. Right. And I always ask for the same thing.
Right.
Always. Same thing.
Yeah.
Why is it that I get a different haircut every single time?
Because it's different hands.
I get that, but like I always ask for like a 3 on the beard and line it up or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. This looks kind of somewhat full.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Check me out.
This fucking guy.
Got the same thing 2 weeks ago. It's pretty much bare. Like, it almost looked like how your stubble looks right now. And I'm just like, how is this the same thing? Like, shouldn't you have both the same clipper, like, you know, head or whatever? And, like, how is one shorter than the other? Like, this isn't a criticism on our barber because all of the barbers there are phenomenal. You know, I would go to any one of them any day of the week. It's just like, how do I get a different cut? Like, from each person, you know?
Different hands, like I said.
I guess.
You might as well should just shave that shit off.
What are you trying to say?
I didn't say nothing. I'm just saying, just shave it off. See how...
Have to deal with it or what?
Well, no, I'm not saying that. Damn. I'm just saying, you haven't been back to clean shave, Danny. Maybe that will spark the fire back up to get back into the gym.
Like, because you'll see my double chin?
I didn't say that. But if you'll see it, hey, if the shoe fits.
Nah. I don't know.
Maybe,
just something
hey,
I
I'm
wanted
just
to
saying.
bring up pretty quick. Do you get that too?
What?
But you go to the same guy now all the time, right? You said?
No, I don't. Whoever's open.
Oh, yeah?
I think the last 2 times has been Christian cutting my hair.
Oh, good.
I kind of like how he's cutting my hair.
Yeah.
He understands the...
Yeah, he's got kind of the same thing going on.
Yeah.
And stuff.
They all kind of do.
They all kind of do.
The balding...
Yeah.
The sides are going. The middle's kind of staying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad.
I got the little...
Hey, man.
Whatever.
30-second birthday, we go to Turkey.
It's looking that way.
Well, my 32nd or your 31st, my 32nd.
Yeah.
I'm down.
See what happens.
We just can't get our liver taken because that's what they do there too.
Yeah. Like, I wear the hat here because I like the hat. It's our hat, you know? And I just feel like it looks good, you know? It's not because I'm bald. Still got hair. It's just a little thin, you know?
It's just a little thing.
And these lights don't help.
Yeah, they really show the top. And I ain't cutting it off. Some guy at work keeps on they just cut it off already. Come to the bald side. I'm like, no. He's like, it looks like there's a fucking choach on your head. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm gonna keep it as long as I can. Then I'm gonna take 2 weeks off, going to Turkey, and I'm gonna get my hair back. Now all the way back, it has to grow back, but you ain't gonna see it, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a person that looks good with hair. The hair adds the extra 2 or 3 points to my sexy meter.
To the scale?
To the scale.
Yeah.
And if you take that away from me, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm probably like a flat 4. I can't do that. Can't be a 4. Like, yeah, I'm married, but I want to still show that she pull in the 6 or 7. On a good day, 7.5. Take the hair away. The good days are 5. Ain't nobody want a 5.
Yeah, you can't do that, you know? Can't do it.
You know what you do to fives? You spit on them. That's what you do. All right. Let's call it.
Right.
What happened?
Happy Father's Day.
Oh yes, happy
Yeah.
Father's Day
To all
the child that you probably have running around.
not mine.
Damn.
To all the fathers out there. Today's Saturday, so it's actually not Father's Day, but not gonna record tomorrow. So happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Not to the single mothers, because
Yeah, actual fathers who are
actual
actually
fathers
doing
and
their
stuff.
jobs, being fathers and shit like that. Happy Father's Day to the stepfather, to the stepdads who are being damn, how am I fucking? To the men who are being stepdads. There you go.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to you, being a better father than the actual father.
The ones that stepped up.
Right.
He's not the stepfather. He's the father that stepped up. There you go.
So stupid.
So yeah, hope everyone has a great day. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Let us know what you guys thought about the episode. Let us know if you guys, want to do a race or whatever, or how excited you are for Superman or anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Before we end, Jose from his beautiful text messages. I never censor his text messages, so I'm not gonna censor this one.
Okay.
I told him I was gonna put this on. So he texted me at 5 a.m. in the morning. He's like, "I'm sorry, but now I'm 155% sure your homie is gay. The fact that he picked the cocksucking part of the book to describe on the podcast is gay as fuck. I'm pretty sure he's a bottom gay too." I was at work when I read this. I just started dying laughing because I was like, what the fuck? And then I start thinking, I'm like, damn, Danny, that was kind of gay.
There's no other, like, what do you want me to do? What other part do you want me to describe to tell you how in depth they go into this book?
You'd have to pick the cocksucking spot.
It's the part that gets the people engaged, gets you hooked. Like if I can find it, I'll play it right now. But I can't find it right now.
We're gonna get fucking flagged for having porn on here or something. All right, we're calling it. Love you guys.
All right. Well, yeah. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.